I'm gonna tell you what, this is the best damn family you ever known in South Carolina. You hear me? It's all about the fun. It's all about the truth. And it's family. Be it.
Cam.
Hello. Good
What's
evening.
up, dude?
Another good day.
I heard that. Twitty's Eve, man. Twitty Eve.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know everybody's scrambling to get the last few things together and ready, or packing up, or some people probably on the road by now.
Some people on the way.
Yeah, man. I think Art and them are leaving tomorrow. I think Duke and them are leaving with Wednesday. We're leaving Wednesday. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a fast week for a lot of guys.
Yeah, we're planning on rocking out Thursday morning. In fact, if anybody else is rocking down from Virginia, Thursday we're leaving. Now you say you're leaving Wednesday.
Yeah,
if anybody wants to travel together,
trying to convoy up.
If anybody wants to travel together, or convoy, anybody coming through Virginia around Thursday, let us know. We'll all travel together.
That's right.
It always helps traveling in a group, man.
Yeah,
you never know what can happen out there on them highways.
Yeah, well, that infamous Twitty's trip that we've always had.
And I got one year, what was it, 15 hours? It felt like.
Yeah, it was long.
I don't know. It was forever though, man. Then I was literally just in watching YouTube videos of the 2019, 5 years ago. I want to talk a little bit about that tonight too, man. On how much rain they got, and man, just thinking about, I don't know, just looking back at all the water in that place, man. It was just.
Underwater.
It's crazy you say that, because yesterday after we had finished doing some stuff around the shop, we did a little cooked some burgers and stuff on the grill and kicked the door open and had the TV playing a bunch of the mud balls and started watching the Twitties, and we were watching the exact same one.
Yeah,
where it was so rainy, and like I had the 44s on the S10 back in, and they were under, like you couldn't see the 44s at all under the mud was even with the fenders when this was on the 44s.
Yeah.
Or the water, I should say. It was the most rain I had ever experienced at an event, and it still happened, and it was an amazing, great time. Like I haven't missed one. I haven't missed this event since. We've gone every year.
That's what I mean. Yes, this will be our 5th year anniversary, man. So it's gonna, we're gonna talk a little bit tonight about how the team race started and how we got to where we are, and then what the meaning of the team race is. You know what I mean? Why we created the team race? Because I know the pot's getting big, and I know there's a lot of money in getting involved. And I just want everybody to remember what the original reason, for having the team race is.
So we know the money draws out the heavy hitters, but that also is another.
That's how you grow it.
The heavy hitters come in, and it also relates back on the original reason. I'll touch base on it, like for everybody to meet everybody, because some of these like DOT drivers, they never hang out with a mega truck driver, and a mega truck driver is not never, but hardly ever on the sideline cheering on a guy on 35s.
That's right.
But, with this team, it's the group bringing everybody together to meet each other who normally don't meet each other, and with the pot growing, we're getting even bigger and bigger people like Jimmy Yeager. Jimmy been on TV racing. He's on the team, man. Like
I know, man. I was pretty hyped, man.
So, if it wasn't for the team challenge, I guarantee you, some of the guys on that team would never have a chance to talk with Jimmy.
Nope.
Oh, 100%, dude. Yeah,
I wouldn't have a chance if I didn't race on Premier and get talking with him then.
Yeah, he's cool, dude.
I've never had a chance to meet him. He messaged me, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Jimmy Yeager. Like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, I want to be on the team. I'm like, all right, dude, no problem, man. It worked out good, dude. So I'm hoping that kind of talk about that a little bit, and then look at the weekend coming up, what we got going on. We'll go over some rules. We'll go over some team rules. I know we need to talk about how we're going to score some things with some guys. You want to make sure everybody's clear on, if you break, if you don't break, whatever. And then we'll talk about content, man.
Stuff.
Yeah, man. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring on Twitty and Dave to join us.
The man himself.
And the mouth of the South.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Dave,
I think I'm catching you there, dog. I'm starting to catch you there.
I don't know. Oh,
yeah. Good to see y'all, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank y'all for joining us.
Yep, pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
the fine folks that saved Mondays for me.
Make them a little bit better.
Yeah, or at least make it interesting for y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all the best thing Monday can offer.
Thank you.
So look, man. So I want to get into. Let's talk a little bit about the 2019. Let's throw it back 5 years to where we first met. That's when the first time we came down. We brought all the Virginia boys with us. Let's chat a little bit about this, man. So that race for people who weren't there to experience. I mean, give us numbers on inches of rain and how much dirt you had to move. And
the funny thing is, I do not have a rain gauge at the mud hole. I got a farmer that lives right down the street, and I always text him if we get a bad rain or something, and he's got a digital gauge. He'll tell me. All I can tell you is it was 34 hours of rain, and it wasn't a heavy rain all the time. It was a drizzle, and it was the most miserable good time you could have ever had. And, people, Friday night, I was on the tractor till about 1 a.m. pulling people in, and I had a buddy of mine from Michigan get on my tractor Saturday. No, I got back on it Saturday morning. He got on it about 11 o'clock. He didn't get off till 7 o'clock that evening. And I wanted to lock the gate and leave everybody in there, but it blew my mind. I just seen in one of my memories that race or a clip of that race. And I'm like, look at the trucks. It was the most miserable good time you could have had.
Absolutely.
I agree.
There's two memories that stand out from that race. One of them is, and Twitty can say this, I don't know the specifics. Twitty tried some kind of new tires that day. He literally had a backhoe out there, lifted the truck up, put these new tires on there. I have never seen a truck that big hydroplane over a pit in my life. And I had another competitor in the booth with me, and he was in awe in regards to that. And I can tell you this right now, on Saturday morning, they backed a truck up right there behind the announcer stand, and Twitty got up in back of it, and that's where he did the driver's meet. And the first thing out of his mouth was, I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you're here. And that was it. It went on from there.
Yeah, man. I like I said, I remember just being soaking wet and cold all weekend long. It was our first trip down, so we had rented a camper. So it ended up being like 9 of us in like a 28-footer because they shorted us 3 feet on what we ordered. And it was like, man, we were just packed in this thing, and we ended up taking the first in big tire, and it was just a good time. And ever since, we kind of been hooked. But honestly, man, it was more of how I was so impressed with how you handled the cluster that could have been, to be honest with you, because we didn't been at that point. We had already been to a bunch of racetracks and been, through some rainstorms and stuff there. So we had seen how other tracks handle it, and not knocking anybody. But I mean, dude, some of the best people in the world who've owned tracks would have had their hands full in that situation.
Yeah.
I mean,
the camping on, and it went on good, and I feel like everybody had a good time.
Yeah. I mean, when you say everything was stuck, everything was stuck.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you had 4-wheel drive.
We didn't have no choice. Our hands were tied. We had to make the best out of a situation that we couldn't control. So my staff, my people, everybody, I had to change Gore-Tex rain jackets because the Gore-Tex quit working. But my people stayed, and everybody had 2 or 3 sets of boots. And it was cold. It was cold and just miserable. But I couldn't say, hey, the race is called. I mean, it's not a drag strip, it's mud racing. And if anything people know, beside this last September, Dave, Twitty's always has water. And I've been pumping the water out, and it's pretty manageable, or it's very manageable right now. I didn't want to pump it all out because I didn't know what the weather was going to do, but the pumps are still in it. But mud is your friend at Twitty. Our water is your friend because that mud is so heavy and thick. If you ain't got no water, it gets nasty.
Yeah.
How is the weather looking for this weekend down there?
Absolutely perfect. 59 and 60 to high, 35 and 37. I couldn't be. I mean, it's perfect for firewood.
And
Oh, yeah.
God, I hope I don't jinx anything here. But
The
last time I looked, Friday night was a 4% chance of rain, and Saturday is last time I saw was 0.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Good
Matter
Lord
of
bless
fact,
him.
I was going to try to put a post out for all the travelers. Probably put it out in the morning, if not tonight.
They talking about a little bit of rain tomorrow night and maybe Wednesday morning, but everything they're saying, which they don't know, we won't know till we see it, but they're not
Right.
calling for much. So hopefully they'll be half-ass right, and we'll get a couple teams.
I think we're going to be good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's good.
All right, so let's fast forward, right? So fast forward, what is it? 2 years. I came to you with the team race thing, man. All right, so what were your first thought when I came to you and was like, hey, man, I would like to try something different?
It was really cool because, you know, it brought everybody together. And, you know, I heard Russ's comment or y'all's comment too, but, you know, 95% of your mega truck drivers was a DOT truck before. And, you know, I always talk to DOT drivers. They're all just as important to me as my mega guys. And, you know, with the team whole thing, it just brings everybody together and puts them together and makes them pull for that mega truck versus that 35 truck. I mean, they all got to make a good time in order to make it happen. And that's what's even more challenging is you got to have 6 people and 6 cotton picking trucks that crank up and run.
Yep.
It's kind of like the old tug of war guys. Whenever you got, you know, one group of folks on one end, one group of folks on the other end, and you got a big mud hole in the middle. You don't want to be the weak link that's going to pull your team into that mud hole.
That's right.
So
That's
you
right.
don't want to be that guy, and it's a big time race within a race. And I mean, it is absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And I would love to take this time to thank you, man, for allowing us to have done this for 3 years now, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's absolutely, you know, behind the scenes, everybody don't get to see it, but you and your wife, a couple other people at our track, it takes a well-oiled machine to make all this come together because it is for real and it's serious, but at the same time, we got to have fun about it. And, you know, you and your wife put in a pile of work on that team race. And y'all need to pat your own self on the back because it takes a small village to make this happen.
It does. Man. I appreciate that.
All the flyers and everything, putting all the pictures together. That's a lot of time for some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Answering all them damn messages.
Yeah, dealing with everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been, I enjoy doing it, man, because I like to see, you know, I'm thinking about maybe next year what we're going to do is I think we're going to do whoever wants to sign up for it signs up for it. And say you want to say Twitty, you want to be in it. All right. You want to be on 3 teams. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to draw teams randomly. Right. No,
Right.
Whatever, man. Anyway, we'll talk about it. I have an idea. You'll like it. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know, but all up now, yeah. What are we talking about?
Team racing and all that.
What, Russ? What?
I was just saying, I didn't say anything. I was saying team racing, but yeah, we were talking about how to bringing everybody together. You know.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, it is good to see everybody come together, man. And like I said, moving forward with the pot growing to the size it is, it's kind of funny with the different entries, you know, because you look at it and you're like, hey, same truck's running on 4 different teams, you know, but it's more of it's picking the combination of trucks, you know, more than anything.
Has the pot gotten to double digits yet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we've hit, I believe it's either 10 even or 10-3 right now.
I knew it. I figured it'd get there.
Yeah, we just had it come in. Randy just put another team together and sent that over. So,
yeah.
Should be a good time.
I would imagine this week they'll start rolling in. Wasn't it last year? It was like 5 teams were formed on Friday night, you know, at the track there.
Yeah, and the winning team was the last team formed. Yeah. The last
Yeah,
year,
definitely. Yeah.
together, we're like, it's 30. But
Well,
Sorry, I'm 26 here.
Twitty, let me ask you a question. That first year, because y'all were talking about the 2019, well, 2020, so let me see, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this is the 5th year of Toys for Tots, because it actually came out of 19. What was the size of that first trailer that you had at the Mud Bog whenever we were doing the Toys for Tots? Was it
Dave, I want
8 by 12 or something like that?
It may have been it was probably an 8 by 14 or 16. It was
Okay.
basically a 2 or 3 motorcycle trailer.
Yeah, that's right.
And now it's a semi.
It's a 53-foot dry box. And last year, it was overwhelmingly, it was full all the way to the back and probably halfway up. I mean, because we can't stack it, but so high in that box. But it's absolutely mind-boggling.
I got goosebumps. That is
No,
absolutely.
If you want goosebumps, need to take it when we deliver it. I mean, those people are in awe. It's very humbling and very it's just surreal. It's crazy.
Yeah, the Wicked North do amazing. Like them guys bring the heat. Well, the South, we're gonna have to turn it up this year. We got the little battle for them. So
we got some toys coming. Yeah, we got some toys. We ain't
Wicked
got nothing like they got. But we bring a little something with us.
No.
But it's cool to have the face off, the North versus South face off for the Toys for Tots. I think is a great idea every year to continue to grow that. I mean, like I said, to go from a motorcycle trailer to a 53-footer, and then hopefully, and maybe the next year or so, maybe add another trailer, man. Hopefully, it's the better.
Something side by side up there.
He said more work. No. And tax-free overtime coming up. You never know.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, me. All right. So moving into the rules section of this. So we're gonna get I want to draw. So we're still gonna draw a team tonight too. I got everybody set up. Whoever's in, if you've been registered for the A class, your name's in the hat. B class, C class, etc. So we're gonna draw a random team here shortly. But I want to go ahead and talk about the rules first. So Twitty, what are your DOT truck rules?
DOT truck rules are no power adders, full body truck, car, truck, SUV. Yes, it can be trimmed. It's not holding it to door panels and a dash. It's got to have somewhat of a bed on it. It's a gray area, and I usually make the call, but as long as it's not just a full blown gutted out race truck, then it's a DOT truck. And I know that gets funky everywhere else we go or y'all go, but we go by tire size, and it's worked for me, and it's worked for me for years. Is it always the easiest? It is for me, but I know 99% of my trucks. So, if it's a duck, walks like a duck, I call it a duck. And it works for me just with our tire size. It don't work for everybody, but it's worked good for us. The DOT trucks are like that. The 1 tons have to have a 1 ton axle or less. It has to be a V tread tire, not a cut tire. It has to be an ag tire. It could be a farmer or an ag tractor tire. And for this event, all of my megas run megas together. This event here is the only event that I started separating the megas because we have so many really fast megas come, and I got a lot of bog truck megas. They're still fast, but they're not 5,000 pounds fast,
Yeah, it could be about a ton difference, literally, or more.
Or more. Most of them are more. But
yeah.
So I come up with this ideal just to do this for this event only, and we have a mega bog class. And it has worked really well for us. I don't really think there's been, some people would argue with me, but I'm good with that. I don't think there's really been a truck or two that didn't belong there in the bog class. And the good thing about that class is, no, I do not have a set of rules. I do not, and I will not. because you can go by tire size, you can go by cubic inches. I used to run with, oh shoot, Dave, what was that series we had?
MTS or
yeah, I ran with MTS, and yeah, I raced with them, but I'm not competitive with them. I went because I enjoyed it, and I've been to tracks that if you had a 632 or up, you was a race truck. So that always threw me in to the race truck. I still went and I still had fun, but I can't police a bog truck and a race truck.
Yeah.
I don't think right, because my truck's a bog truck all day long if you don't have a cubic inch rule. So with that being said, 99% of our drivers will get in where they fit in, because I addressed this very firmly in my driver's meeting. You will not beat me up on social media. You will not talk trash about this. You speak up now, and I don't want to read about it on Facebook. So, 99% of the guys know where 100% of the guys know where they belong. Every guy that's got a mega truck knows what he's got. He knows whether he's got a race truck or a bog truck. Now, with that being said, I've seen race trucks bog. I've seen bog trucks race. But I still know, and each one of them know what they have.
Yeah.
So it's worked very good. I'll let the drivers and the peer pressure between other drivers looking at him funny or sideways, seeing where he belongs. They know where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
Does that answer anything for y'all?
I think for some people watching and wondering, that probably clears it up for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why, because like I said, that ball class was created, you know what I'm saying, to be an extra bonus for the guys who maybe not as fast or taller truck or whatever.
It just gives them a piece of the action. It gives them a chance to get some Twitty hardware, and it gets them a chance to have some winnings. That's the only reason that truck was created, or that class was created, because they're coming so far. And same as, I drug my truck to Kalamazoo. I didn't have a chance, but I wanted to go anyway.
Yeah.
And that's why I only do it in November.
That was me all year. Because I knew I wasn't going to win, but I mean, it's a DOT truck with tractor tires on. In fact, you recognize them tractor tires, Twitty? Can you see them?
I can't see.
It's old Twitty Princess tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew I wasn't going to win. It's the fun. I love it.
Well, what a lot of folks really don't realize, and that some of the more experienced ones will, and I know Twitty remembers this. I mean, we were at Mid-State Mud Bog in Batesburg, and it was Russell Twitty, Matt Bonnet, Wesley, and they literally had to find guys with trucks like theirs to have their own class. And if they didn't have their own class, they had to run against trucks that were, good gosh, 5,000 pounds less than them.
Yeah.
But that's the only class they had.
Yep.
So they literally built that class.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So I agree with that, man. And like I said, I think it was well said, really. I don't think there's anything else to say about it. I think the guys know where they fit in, and
yes, sir.
So anyways, moving on to our team race. So for our guys, for the rules for that, so here's how this works. So we're going to take your fastest pass of the two. All right. So if you're signed up for 3 classes in A class, you're going to run 2 passes for Twitty's hardware. All right. The fastest of those 2 times is the time we're going to take and put that on your time on every single team that you're on. So you only have to make the original hits. There's no extra hits involved. Just 2 hits, right? Running 3 classes, 6 hits, whatever. The way we're going to do the break. Go ahead, Russ.
I said, just like the lottery ticket, no extra abuse, just a little extra cash.
That's it. And then as far as we go with the breakage, all right, so if you do not make it to the line, say your truck breaks and you cannot make it to fulfill your team, the spot you've chosen, you will get 10 seconds slower than the slowest truck in that class.
That's all. That's signed up in it, not the slowest truck. Because
Yeah,
They have the slowest time in the challenge, not the slowest truck in the class. Because
the slowest guy on that's already signed up for a team. Yes.
yeah, because it may be somebody who is running at Twitty's who just had a complete, really creeping time, but is not on a team.
Yeah.
It doesn't go off of his time. It goes off of the slowest guy who's on a team.
Yep.
The slowest guy registered on a team. Yep. And now, if you start the pass and you break in between and say you can't complete a pass, you're only going to take 5 seconds off of the slowest registered guy in that class.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to add 5 seconds, not take off.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yep, add 5 seconds. Sorry. Yep, you're right. Yep. So you're going to add 5 if you make a half a hit. You add 5 if you can't make a hit at all. You're going to add 10 off the slowest registered guy's time in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I think that should clarify. Hopefully that's the fairest way
Y'all
we
have
can
the
do
board
it.
up on the side of the tower like you did last year.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, huge shout out to Wister and Logo Concepts. He made us 2 huge boards where we were able to fill out everything. It's got all the sponsors and everything. It's an awesome thing he sent us. He actually
he did the checks. He did the checks too, right?
Yep, he did our checks too. Yep, sure did. And then so we outgrew the 2 boards he sent me. So next year we might have to buy 3 boards. So it's 24 teams on 2 boards. So we filled those, and I think we've got 1 or 2 more teams coming in now. So we'll probably be close to 26 teams.
That's awesome.
We still got 4 days left. So yeah, man, we got
like, no.
the combinations are coming in. They're getting better and better, man. And not saying that any of the ones earlier, it's combinations you never think of. It's guys that you don't think about coming. I mean, we got a northern team just signed up yesterday. That we've never seen. I've never personally seen any 3 of these trucks. The DOT trucks run, so I'm excited about that.
Next, a lot of your bog megas and megas that I haven't seen at Twitty's before are coming. For the challenge.
Yeah, I think the ball class is going to be. I mean, with the trucks that we have coming, with X-Man coming, and Wyatt, you, Twitty, we got Art, Duke.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, dude. I mean, I'm sure I'm leaving a bunch of dudes out, but
That's what Tony Borland,
John Deere Bronco. John Deere Bronco's got a bad hot rod.
No, man, I forgot about
Gary,
you. Just told me about that. Yep.
Red Bronco. That thing is wicked. He does the wheelies with you.
Yeah, he's on one of my all 4 teams, Joe. That's the winner one right there, by the way. So, but anyway, it's awesome. All the guys come out, the different guys come out this year and kind of change it up a little bit. Then we got a bunch of guys coming back from last year, So Cole's been pushing it pretty hard.
If I'm not mistaken, and Twitty may know specifically, this has got to be the first time in maybe at least 4 years, and it may go back 6 years that Art made it. I mean, the last time Art was there, if I remember correctly, right after he ran, he was gone. He was headed to Texas. He had a family emergency, and he was headed out.
Dave, it's been at least 6 years.
It was before all the water. The 19.
I'd say probably 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while. He had a family emergency. He ran, got in his ride, and he was gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm.
No, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see it run. I mean, I got a chance to see it run in at Georgia. We went down to Georgia with Premier earlier this year. And I really wanted to make it out there with them to Mississippi, but we'll have to check them out next year. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to go out there. So,
yeah.
But, y'all guys, are you ready to draw a team?
Yeah, well, I think we should add next year that we should add a Power Wheels onto the list. I got to touch base on that. I'm going to go.
We're going up with the same Power Wheels
around here. Power Wheels. Arizona wheel them things. So I hope the other parents have got theirs juiced up good. Because I'm serious. I'll give $100 to any Power Wheels that can beat either one of them.
Yeah.
And now 3 of them come down, I'll give all 3 of them $100 if you can beat either one of them. Now, it's pretty simple rules. Got to be a Power Wheels chassis, Power Wheels body, and electric.
Yeah. See the rule.
Twitty, man, listen. All right, hold on, man. Before we even draw these teams, right, listen. The shit he's talking is real shit. Like he should be pictures. He's got these things cranked up, man. I mean, they're twisting the front ends out of these things. It's riding wheeling. I mean, it's like 18 mile an hour in first gear.
They're in containment seats. They have helmets, neck brace,
Yeah, little neck
5-point harness. Like
my boy has already barrel rolled his once.
Yeah.
Made it out unscathed. So
Hey man, that's how you know your truck's ready to rock. We got time.
yeah, need to go. He's been fearless ever since.
mhm.
All right, y'all. All right, so hold on, man. Let me figure this out real quick. Hold on.
You gonna start with A class?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you first. I'm gonna put up a list of A-class drivers that are eligible to be drawn, and then we're gonna draw them. So here's your list of A-class drivers that are eligible for the free
And
pass.
they're eligible because they're already on the team. For the people who are away.
That is correct. Yep. All right, pull it down. Sorry, we're gonna do some. I do a lot of camera movement here. All right, so everybody see I got plastic bag, fold it up. Nothing funny here.
A little bitty piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Notice you had to pull them glasses up tight there.
Yeah.
All right, you got mud addiction. So
Mud
okay, that's what that's Riggs, right? What in that Riggs?
What addiction?
I think so.
I think it is Riggs, yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, I think that's Riggs.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Riggs. All right, Riggs.
And y'all know I hope I don't let no cat out the bag here. Blaine's bringing a new truck.
Brand new.
Huh?
Blaine
Mm.
is bringing a new truck, new name, new truck.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it's
He's on small tires too.
and he's redone it since the last Twitty's race.
Yeah. They have been working their tail off to get this
Big
thing
time.
running. Yes,
Big
to get it
time.
completed. But it's been a group effort. Like I said, it's a small village, but them boys, they have put in some work. I've been getting snaps 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning,
Oh, yeah.
trying to get that hot rod ready. So they've done a lot of work.
They work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been talking to Chandler this week about Chandler welded the cage and stuff in it, and he's been talking about how they've been rolling on it, man. So I told Blaine, if he's ready, man, I got, we'll try to get him on the team, towards the end of the week. He said he wanted to first. Wanted to make sure I had a hit in it first before he got on the team. He didn't want to.
Okay.
So yeah, man. So congratulations to Riggs on that. Let's go. Let's swing them back over here. What do you say, Russ?
B class.
That was Kyle.
There's
Here's
some
your B
bad
class.
guys. Oh man, there's not a weak link in that list.
Dave, I'm telling you, man. And I'm happy to see, man. Look, so we got Randy coming, we got Mike coming from the Outer Banks, dude. Mike's truck, I haven't seen it run, but I know Randy told me it ran pretty decent in Morgan's Corner. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mike run, dude. We got Kyle Rowland, the dude, has been helping me with my 1 ton.
Kyle
Chevrolet truck, dude.
Kyle got fourth at the last Twitty's race.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all
First
know
time
the
out.
Yes, sir. So I'm excited to see Kyle get the chance to see him race. I know
Alan
there's a lot-
Rapids.
Alan, Corey, you know what I mean? You got Cole. Dude, like you said, there's not
All
a
of
big
them. Yeah, I'd say all of them. That's a tight run right there.
Yeah.
They ain't a weak link there.
That might be the deciding class for the whole challenge right there.
Yeah.
Because every one of them are fast. If one of them slips,
Yeah, you got to bring your A game.
No,
absolutely.
It's blank. Oh shit.
Say blank.
he looked at the back.
Oh. Henry.
Go ahead,
Thanks.
Mike. Congratulations, Mike.
Yeah.
What are you gonna name this team?
I don't know, Mr. Twitty. What were you naming this team? This team was sponsored by a good friend of Mr. Twitty's,
LBL team.
LBL.
LBL.
All right, Team LBL. That's the team we named. Yep, he's great enough to give us some sponsorship cash, and he said I wanted to go to some drivers who entered the team race. So I said, what better way to do it than to draw them random from after the entries? And I think this could be a really dangerous team because it's so random. You know what I mean?
It could be the winning team.
It could be. All right, so we're gonna move on to C class.
That's a lot of fast trucks too.
I'm about to say that's a tight
A lot
class.
of bad
Man,
fast trucks
you
right
know-
there.
All right, let's see who we got here.
Need a drum roll.
I know,
Yeah.
man. What is some music on this thing, man? All right. I believe that's James Hoyt and
Hanging
Hanging
Loose.
Loose.
And loose. I'm not sure what y'all call this.
For you,
Big
man.
dog.
It is. Hey,
Hello,
man, that thing has
Elizabeth.
gotten
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
it's gotten
was that?
consistently faster.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
the big
James
dog.
Hoyt.
Who? James Hyatt?
Oh, James Hyatt. Is that how you say it last name? I thought it was Hoyt.
The dot? Yeah.
It's James
I
Hyatt.
don't know. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever it is he's doing, he needs to keep doing it.
No,
It's
yeah.
working.
You
Right.
ain't lying. He is consistent. I mean, and he started out just straight out the gate. He was learning,
Bones.
and
Yep.
that boy kept that truck up underneath him, and he's doing good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's your 1-ton guys, Joe.
Don't want to pull that desperado. Give me another shot on there.
Let's see how it goes.
That's a tight class.
If you pull yourself, I'm gonna say you're cheating. No.
I didn't go on the list. I didn't put myself on the list. Oh, go ahead, yeah. That's Braylon Brown.
Yeah.
He's getting
Yep.
better too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Same thing, keeping the truck up underneath him, learning every time he goes out there.
That's right. You know, I've seen it. He seems to be getting a lot better. I like to say just
Yeah.
seat time, Dave. You know what I mean? Seat time.
That's what it's all about.
All right. So,
Learning
Mega,
is-
so now there's a lot of good trucks on this list right here, too. Yeah.
That's a
So,
lot.
Mm.
What fast mega.
man.
There's not too many megas that are double down on teams like that. That's a good selection right there.
Oh, yeah. Virginia boys got one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Motion.
That's right there.
That truck, man, that truck has done nothing but get faster too. Since they got it figured out. When they got that truck, when they start running it? This year, Russ?
Well, they brought it. What was it? Oh, Ohio
Ohio was the first race, was it?
or Kentucky?
One of the two, but yeah, it was.
It was near the end of the season once they had finally gotten everything dialed in and brought it to the race. But I think like
Yeah. Wicked fast.
it came out strong. That's for sure.
All right, y'all, and then the much anticipated ball.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
All right.
There's some fast ones on that one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, Twitty, looks like Wyatt had his running. Y'all go down to some kind of tractor pull last weekend?
We did. We went to the ABAC 2 sled pulls a year, and we hauled his down there. I didn't want to take both of them because I didn't want to work on both of them if we broke both of them. So I only took his. And
I
Bill
was about to
Scott
say, I
brought
didn't see yours. It
two of
looked like
his.
it was running.
It ran really good. We changed a little gear, just messing with it, but it did really good.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Duke got it.
Hey,
All
that's
right.
a rocket ship right there. That's a big rocket ship.
So yeah, man. So thank everybody who's entered the team race so far, dude. We appreciate it. And like I said, those entries will be all paid for with the team name LBL. So Twitty, again, we appreciate that sponsorship. Tell him thank you for us. I'm sure I'll be able to tell him thank you when I get down there.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's been a good year so far for the team race. I think we're gonna have. I mean, we might hit 25, maybe 30 teams. But it'd be probably the largest one we've had yet.
If we make it to 30, what does that bring the pot to? Just out of
It don't
curiosity.
Don't do the math. It don't matter.
You know,
It makes
everybody,
it.
as soon as he said 30 teams, everybody's first thought was, how much does that go to?
It'd be total be 13.5. Yeah,
That's a
with
good
the sponsorship money. I mean,
That makes a good Thanksgiving dinner right there.
Yeah.
All right. I mean no disrespect, Twitty. I honestly don't. But this is I'm going on the outside looking in because I still remember the first time when we left Wagner. Twitty says we moving to Ulmer. I said, where the hell is Ulmer, South Carolina at? But if we got that kind of money going up, we're gonna double, if not triple, the population of Ulmer, South Carolina. And I don't know what the heck that's going to do to the treasury of Ulmer, South Carolina. That may exceed that or something. I don't know.
we'll probably quadruple the population. But yeah.
I swear, I think it's going to be off the chain. I mean,
No,
I think
for the races coming in, how early can they come in? Like, what time can they get in? For the
Easy.
Do they need to or
I will. If somebody needs to get in, I'll give them the gate code or either go open the gate. I'll be there probably Wednesday night, so the gate will be open after that because I'll probably stay. I'll probably stay out there Wednesday night.
Okay.
So I mean, it's no big deal. The gate will be open by then. But if somebody needs to get in earlier, just inbox me, hit me up. You know, there's already one guy I know of out there, and there's probably 3 campers out there they brought Sunday. So I know there's one guy already staying out there.
Last I heard there was 5 campers as of Sunday.
Hey,
I didn't go there today, so yeah.
Tailgating for a mud bug.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, it is a truck going wild event,
Yeah.
so
That's right. No, man. And
Yep.
we got a big old. Are we having bonfire 2 nights or just Saturday?
You're gonna want it both nights. It's gonna be just right. It's gonna be 37 degrees.
Cool.
Hey, you're gonna love the bonfire.
You got pineapple. You got some pineapple, right?
That's him talking about just right. That's not the announcer talking about it's just right.
Dave, if we didn't have
breaking out the clothes.
If we didn't have that cold weather, the mosquitoes would be toting your behind off right now with all the water we've had. So cold weather is a must because mosquitoes were horrendous out there last week.
I believe it.
Well, see, the mosquitoes ain't bad as them ants.
I can buy a case of off, but that's all right. I can't control the weather. We'll be all right.
I'll get you a jacket.
I promise you, I'm bringing clothes.
We loaded up on 2 days. Don't worry.
I'll be loaded.
Oh, me.
If you work outside, we get a little bit of cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was doing a little your field today. I was in a big old skidder. First time running on a skidder with a big old clam claw on the back. That thing was fun, man. It felt like I was up in the back of truck for real. I was having a good time.
Last time I talked to Amanda, she said, I don't know whether to, I talked to her last week, I don't know whether to have to be bringing you a heater or I'm going to be bringing you a fan. Well, we know the answer to that one now.
Yep. You don't need no.
Maybe a small fan to blow the heat around.
No, well, I don't know. Look, either way, we'll be all right.
Yep.
So
it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. I mean, it's going to be the epicenter of mud racing, and it's going to encompass half the United States. I mean, what are we? We're as far west as Texas. I don't even know how far north. At least New York. I don't. And whatever Maine,
Michigan,
Michigan,
yeah,
Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Tennessee. I mean, just it's going to be everything. Virginia. I mean, they're going to unload Virginia. Last person out of Virginia, cut the lights out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, every tire we got.
Yep.
I know. Hey, man, Randy is literally bringing every tire he's got.
I saw him at Bennettsville. I mean, he was. Yeah. I mean, I'm bringing everything. Hell, I think he did it at Bennettsville.
Well, yeah, we talked about that too. Yeah, he told me, but no, he said I just fixed my V-treads, man. He says we ready to rock. I said, so what are you bringing? He's like, everything I got, man. I'm like, all right, Randy, let's rock. So,
that's Lord, that monster. That man, like that's Mr. Mud Racing right there.
Yeah,
no doubt, man. If there was an award to give, that's who deserves it, man.
Oh yeah.
But no, so currently the pot's at 10-3. It's paying out, I think it's $1,716 a person. Is what the payout is currently.
it's pretty good.
That's crazy. What was it last year?
9.
9K.
Yeah, we paid out $1,600 last year. Yep.
Wait a minute. You paid what per person?
$1,600, man, last year.
And right now, is it what?
$1,716.
Good Lord. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it continues to grow every year, guys. So we appreciate it. Like I said,
definitely appreciate it. I promise y'all just don't. Blake's fixing to learn. Dave knows totally. it takes a small village to run it. It takes it to make it happen. I got the best of the best. It's a well-oiled machine. I brag on them. I'm so fortunate. That's the smallest venue we run, and we're beyond fortunate to have the turnout and the support in Ulmer, South Carolina. It's mind-boggling. But thank each and every one of them and y'all.
Those guys and gals down on the track. I mean, Twitty hired me. My boss is Amanda Twitty. I tell you that straight up right now. My boss is Amanda. She's the one. That's the announcer's tower, but she runs that tower, and God bless her. I love her to death. But everybody down on that track, man, oh God, they just rock, man. And everybody at the gate. I mean, like he said, it's a village, and I am privileged to work with some awesome freaking people, man.
A smooth running village too. Like this was like the 5th year going in a row, and it's never really been like any delays or problems. Like it's always a good time, and it's a good time for the family. Like this is one of the few Trucks Gone Wild events that we can bring our little man to, and know that it's going to be all right. You know.
I honestly don't want to say this, but I'll heck with it. I'll go ahead and say it. I can't. I honestly had wheels in motion, and I wasn't going to say anything to Twitty unless I really had some meat and a sandwich to tell him about. I kid you not, man. I was trying to get Donald Trump to come. I ain't lying to you. But I ain't lying. I'm serious. I can be. I know everybody didn't vote for him. I did. But I hell with it. What you got to lose? I mean, I've been told no a whole bunch of times. And then because I thought he was putting his doggone cabinet together, and then I see he's at a UFC fight. I said, "Oh God!"
You tried.
Well, if he got time to go to a UFC fight, he might got time to come to a mud dog. You know?
I thought it'd be. I know he'd have enjoyed the food because he eats like we do. So he'd have fit right in, man.
But no, hey, put him in there and do a little wheel stand and give him the full effect.
Yeah.
But no, it definitely makes it. I have to say, Twitty, man, all the credit to your staff and you guys, man. You make it easy for us. I know we do a lot of the legwork up front, you know, with the pictures and the making the teams and all that stuff. But if it wasn't so smooth behind the scenes with your people with the times and writing them down and getting them transferred, you know, that has a lot to do with it too. So we kind of set the bar, you know, in my opinion, we've set the bar at what an expectation is for it and trying to keep that. So we appreciate you and what you do for that, man.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. So, but I do want to talk to. So what we're going to do as far as payment goes. So I know originally we had talked about getting team captains to pay for their teams. And I think what we've done is Heather's created a master list that has exactly how many teams you're on and what you owe and what those team names are. So what we'll do is we're going to set up around registration on Friday at 5. As soon as Jordan sets up to start registering for the DOT classes, come hit her there. You know, you can just pay for your registration for the class, step right to the side, boom, right there. Say, you know, here's my name. All right, cool. You owe X. We'll mark you off the list. You know, we're coming down Thursday, so I'm going to try to get some guys on Thursday to try to speed the process along. But like I said, if your team is not registered by 7 p.m., right, Twitty? Starting 7 p.m.
Yep.
If the team is not fully paid for and registered, you might have to front your boy a 50 for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But if the team is not fully paid for, it will not go on the list. That's a firm too.
You said 7 o'clock Friday?
Yeah.
I was about to say, and I know Twitty will probably back this up. We got to rock. We got to rock. I mean, so you get there whenever you're going to get there, but we probably going to have a driver's meeting. I'd say probably 6:15, maybe 6:30. We got to roll at 7.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to put a 6 p.m. I'm going to put a 6 p.m. cap on it. So all teams need to be paid for by 6 p.m.
Yeah. Hour before the start of the race. That's a good.
I promise you this.
Time to get everything.
Time Tide nor Twitty City will wait on you because we got to go.
That's exactly right, man. We are not here. Like I said, this is part of how we roll and how we do things. We're here to help out, and we're here to be an extra part of the show and a bonus to everybody. We're not here to be a burden. So, you know what I mean?
I'm not talking about just Kings of Mud. I'm talking about everybody.
Oh, yeah. No, I know, Dave. But I'm saying I don't want guys hanging out. You know what I mean? Just if you get it paid for, get it up front. That way we know. Because like I said, we don't want anything confusing going on with who signed up. So, last year we had every single driver pay, which made the pot pay out 100% accurate what it should be. So let's shoot for that again this year, man. We have no issues, so I think we'll be fine. But like I said, just get up with me, get up with Heather.
There's no way really to give an update during the race on that, but is there? Because you got to wait to see what everybody does, what each team member does, right?
Yeah.
Because I was trying to think, Dave, on how I can try to help you, not help you, but kind of give you some,
In between,
Yeah, in between the classes, you can look at whichever A class, and you could, well, even then you would have A class truck that's in 2 classes maybe, and then it would be like a tie for that first at that time. Maybe after DOT runs, you can do like an ABC kind of calculation.
Yeah,
give a little rundown before the one ball. That's 3 and 3. That'd be a good little break right there.
Yeah.
Somebody, if somebody get me some information, I'll be glad to try to.
Well, Dave, Heather will be up there in the tower with you, Dave.
I kind of thought she would, and I'm glad to hear that. She's good.
Yeah. She'll be up there with you. Good. So anything you need, or anything like say anything you need information wise, she'll have all the names of the drivers and what team they're on, the team names, and you can blast those out. She'll have everything, all our sponsors and all, Dave. So we appreciate you, man, for
absolutely.
All I need's a list, because I got sponsors, I got trucks. I mean, there's people bringing engines for sale. It's gonna be crazy, man. I mean, it is gonna be something else.
Hey, man, Twitty's Princess makes its return this weekend, Dave.
Sweet.
Yeah, man. So there you go.
The tire.
It's just split between 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hybrid mix now. It's a hybrid mix. You got a Ford motor in it now.
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't go over with Twitty.
No. But I'm glad to see a Chevrolet motor that running real good.
Same here.
Yeah. So
same here.
I tell you what, I truly feel for anybody that's not going to be there, because it is absolutely going to be nuts.
Yeah.
It's just going to be something else. It's the excitement. The closer it gets to it, I'm taking time off from work on Friday, and I just keep taking more and more time, just trying to run it up. So just the heck with it. You got to get there. The anticipation and excitement. This is where I got to be right here. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
To answer the question, Brad, if your group won't be until Saturday morning, just message me. We can figure something out. I mean, you can Venmo me some money for the team if you want, and I can cash it in the bank and I'll bring it. However, or you can get somebody. I don't know if Chris is coming. If Chris is coming down,
reach out to one of the drivers or one of us. Somebody's got $50 as budget that you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, just keep me updated on that, Brad, and we'll figure something out, man. We definitely want everybody to be involved, and like I said, we still got some guys out here, man. Chuck Hill's looking for a team. He's a Ford Bog Mega. I know he's been asking me all week, and I've been trying to find him something, but I just haven't really had.
I met him in Bennettsville. Nice guy.
He is, man. He is.
Yeah,
I really hope I can find him a team. So, guys, if anybody's looking for a Ford Bog Mega, please reach out to Chuck. He's been dying to be on a team. I'd love for him to be a part of it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is going to be his first trip to Twitty's. I think he told me. Maybe.
I think bringing the truck. Yes, sir. I think bringing the truck it is, I believe.
We got to talk for a little bit at the Fast Tracks. And he was telling me, I told him, I said, man, come on. I was trying to, explain to it. And I mean, and like you said, it's Trucks Gone Wild. This is, Twitty's seen them all, or a bunch of them. This is about as different Trucks Gone Wild as you'll see. I mean, for anybody that, if you have not been to this race, there's not going to be a lot of driving around. No, there's not a lot of other things. Maybe they got it. It is the epicenter of good folks, good food, good trucks, good times. It is absolutely the epicenter of all of that. It's family friendly, and it is just absolutely incredible. It is
about racing.
Yeah.
And then you throw these toys in for kids that they'll never meet. People buying stuff for kids that help them out on Christmas that they'll never ever get to meet them. and it's absolutely something else. It really is.
Without a doubt.
And then answer Gary's question, Gary. You're gonna pay registration is at 4 or 5 o'clock. What time is registration open, Twitty, on Friday?
Tentatively, probably about 4 o'clock. Okay. I feel like Jordan will be down there by then and start registering on Friday. Now Saturday it'll start back up at noon. I'm sorry, at 10. But if they can register for everything Friday if they want to.
Okay.
It won't hurt nothing. Right. We can get ahead of the curveball, and anybody that's there Friday can go ahead and register for Friday and Saturday.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, yeah, Gary. So what we'll do is, Gary, we'll be set up beside Jordan at registration, so you can just come up when you register for your class. And this is mainly to the mega truck guys, because you're not going to register. The mega truck guys and the 1-ton guys, y'all are not going to register on Saturday. I mean, on Friday night. You're going to register Saturday. So you guys are the ones that need to pay attention and get to the registration on Friday to pay for the team challenge.
Now, if you're running a mega or 1-ton, and you can still register Friday when you pay for the team. That way you don't have to try to scramble up there Saturday and last minute.
That's right.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah. And Twitty, have you? How are you? How are you running the track this year for the guys that are interested in knowing? I know you don't have the answer. You don't have the answer. There's a couple guys that have asked me, and I'm like, I don't know
getting an answer on that. Hell no. Let me call Vegas and see what the odds are getting an answer on this.
Yeah, we taking a right or a left. I'm hoping to see a lot better that way.
I'll be straight up with you. I got a couple little spots I'm concerned about, and I don't know how we're gonna run yet. I really don't. I mean, last time I changed it up, it's all about. I look at it as trying to get every truck through there. I know every truck won't, but I'm trying to make the best show I can. So I don't know if we're gonna turn left or right. I made that decision literally that Saturday morning. So I'll have it figured out by Friday, but I'm not gonna say until I really want to see how the track does Friday night on what pit I run. So I will say Friday night I will say Friday night they're going to run down the center. I don't know if they're going to turn left or right, but Friday night they will run down the center.
Man,
and either they'll hit the big pit or the little pit.
I'd like to see down the center and make them take a right, because I've never seen them do that. I've never done that. And I'm just chucking out ideas because I'm not in the class. Down and to the right would be pretty cool.
We were talking about last night when we run the DOT. Like, I enjoy when you come down that center. You think you got it set, but then there's a concrete pad down there, and as soon as you hit that,
for a whirl.
like,
you go down the center, you got to do more driving. I mean,
you got that speed to you. You're clipping when you come down that center.
Well, like I said, we talked about it. Me and Kyle were talking about
DOT truck.
Because Kyle's never run your track going down the center. He ran it earlier this year, but y'all went down the big pit. I mean, we're talking about how much it changes just the whole entry, the whole racetrack. It changes the whole exit of the corner entry. It changes everything, man. It's crazy.
Hill to check you got a pad to slide on.
Yeah.
It's definitely more driving when we go down the center because there's no resistance and the trucks are hotter coming into that turn. So they gotta get back on the brakes and make the turn so nothing catastrophic, happens. But I will tell you Friday night, we're only gonna run one pit.
Okay.
I won't tell you which one.
But see, a lot of times what happens is, let's be real. Not all of these guys have the greatest brakes in the world, and not all these guys are used to hitting them. So they go in there and think they're going to drive deep in there like Dale Earnhardt Jr. or something, and then they get down there and run slap out of driving ability right when they get towards the end of it.
Cole Hudson said, "There's a tire down there for a parachute."
Twitty's got some good barrier. I've seen some trucks get loose down there, and it catches them every time. So
who drug a tire through the whole hole last year?
Oh, yeah.
Wayne Taylor. It was
Taylor.
Wayne Taylor. It was Wayne Taylor. It was Wayne Taylor, yeah.
Funny you didn't bring that up. I talked to Wayne Saturday. They were working on his truck. Wayne's the only guy that I tell him, Wayne, you stay higher than the tires, and all four tires don't have to be on the ground, but you as the driver stay higher than the tires, and you only use 4 tires, not 5.
Dude, we were like, man, why is it struggling, man? It must be so deep in that hole. And then when Wayne come out and the whole tire was in the front, we're like, oh, that's why. He's drunk tires. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Hey, the next man though.
Yeah, he did.
But no, man, it's been a blast to be a part of it, Twitty. We really appreciate all the help with it, man, and letting us kind of free range it here.
I can't thank y'all enough.
Oh man, no, we're more than happy. Dave, can't thank you enough, man, for what you do in the tower, man. You give everybody credit and you give everybody props. So we really appreciate you for what you do, man.
Yeah.
My pleasure. I'm just a fan with a microphone. That's it. I'm having a blast. But everybody that's watching this, and I hope everybody needs to share this so everybody that didn't get to catch this can catch all this entertaining information. Y'all, please be careful. Please be careful. If you're coming around down through Tennessee, I mean, there's some hurricane damage. Check your roads. Check GoPros or not GoPros, MapQuest and all that kind of stuff. Be careful. If somebody needs something, holler, jump on Facebook or something. We'll have people all up and down the East Coast, but y'all please be careful coming in.
Yeah, because I believe was it Route 40? Right there. I believe that's all still closed. So
it's gonna be closed for a year.
Yeah.
I wonder if coal miners coming down. I just thinking about the West Virginia stuff.
I hadn't heard anything. I hadn't read or heard anything.
No team, hell, I got time.
I do got to give a shout out real quick, man. We got real quick before we get off of here. We had Chrissy Matthews. If everybody knows, Chrissy Matthews been going through some stuff, so we have got a team together in her honor that I wanted to go ahead and post that we share up that Cole and them are on. It's the wrong team. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh shit!
So they all look the same when they're this big.
Yeah, it's a smidge different. Yeah, I don't know if I should have that one, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
What's your guess on who's driving Chrissy's truck?
I downloaded the wrong one. Chrissy, I'm sorry. I apologize. She'll probably think it's funny, but I'm sorry. But anyway,
I'm glad she's gonna be there.
I agree.
So, what's y'all's guess on who's driving her truck?
Yeah.
My next question.
Yes.
If I'm driving it, you better go get Wister or Matt Steele to announce because I ain't doing both. I got an advantage over a bunch of those other folks. I can fit.
Yeah, that's true.
I know Twitty can't fit.
But Jordan can fit.
Yeah.
That'd be a
good choice.
I think it'd be a good choice. I can see Jordan driving it.
Yeah.
How Duke.
Oh, you think like that? Is that what you
That was one of my first choices. Fly back.
Yeah. That would be sweet.
Duke.
That's kind of who I was thinking was on Duke or Erica.
Yeah, Erica.
Yeah.
Gary, I'll get up with you, Gary. I'm not sure. I think Duke was paying for Chrissy's entry. I think Cole had got some trucks together. So let me see what they got. If they don't have a sponsor, I'll definitely reach out to you, man. We much appreciate that.
Yeah, that's all.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Twitty, is there anything you'd like to add before we get off of here, man?
No, just everybody have safe travels coming down or across or up. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be good. Just be ready because we're gonna have a lot of trucks to run and short time to do it. So just everybody pay attention and let's make it happen.
Yeah, park tight when we come in.
Yep.
Yeah, park tight.
Yeah.
Last year it was tight, and the field across the street is that still wasn't that available last year or something? Did we start parking over there?
It was available, and I think it'll be available this year. They put a cover crop in it, some oats, but I may have to buy a couple acres of oats so we can use it again. I'm sure we can. They just put a cover crop in that little field, but we'll make it happen. Everybody will get in where they fit in. And like I said, real estate will be the biggest concern with campers and all that, but just park like you got some sense, please. And you're going to have next door neighbors. You know, you're not on your honeymoon, so next door neighbors won't be a bad thing. So everybody get along and just, you're going to be tight.
Hey, I know somebody who did spend a honeymoon at your place, though. Yes, sir. Grape 8.
Did he really?
Yeah. It just happened to fall that way. They got married, I think, the weekend before. I think.
That's
crazy.
Like that. Yeah, Jessica's the champ, man. So shout out to her.
I agree.
Yeah, so. But as far as parking goes, make sure everybody just leave enough room. One thing I know we always did up with just leave enough room for the main travel roads. You know, because like that, it comes in and it winds down towards the racetrack, right? And then on the back side, there's always like a trail back to the back corner. You know what I mean? Well, that always gets stopped up. Go ahead.
I got some cones and I'm gonna have some flagging. I'm gonna try to make a road before it happens. So the cones are there, the flagging's there. Don't park where the cones are. Just park somewhere else. But that's gonna be an open strip to where the Wicked North is always on the left when you come in. I'm gonna try to put another road behind that, and I'm gonna have cones and flagging, not where to park. It's the utilization of a road.
Okay.
Yeah.
No trucks can get back and forth.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're expecting a boatload of them, guys. So, like I said, packed tight, like they said, man. So, Dave, any last thoughts?
Man, I say it at every race, and I mean it. It's heartfelt. It's the Mudd family is without a doubt. I swear to you, that's a gift from God. I look at the group of people, look at what they do, and like I said, helping kids out that they'll never ever meet, and that you just can't do much better than that. And do it in a fun way, a competitive way. And look, we just spent an hour and 10 minutes or so sitting here talking about racing. The hell, we could go for another few hours. But it's a true gift. I firmly believe it, and because it's got the there's a lot of racing communities, and I know I got friends of mine that are into motorcycles and all that kind of stuff, and I'm sure they may say the same thing, and that's great. But I'm gonna stick with what I know, and I know a lot of racing. I know a lot of mud racing, and it's just one of the greatest gifts I've ever seen. I mean that sincerely.
Absolutely.
It's the Mudd family.
Yep.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us, man. We can't wait to see y'all this weekend. Twitty, I'll be talking to you throughout the week. Dave, I can't wait to see you this weekend, man. We're gonna chat. Got some stuff to talk about.
I got to get up with you on some stuff.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again for hanging out with us, and we'll catch y'all this weekend.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all.
God bless y'all. We'll literally see y'all at the races.
Yeah. Have a good week now.
Oh man,
Always a pleasure.
I can't wait, man.
I know.
dude, it's gonna be a good time, dude. Like I said, man. So if everybody who's watching still, can you do me a favor? Can you please share this? Let's get it shared around. That way everybody has every answer or every question they have answered. If I didn't answer a question, just message me. You know what I mean? I want to make sure everybody's, fully aware of what's going on, man. Like I said, it's just something we try to do on the side and try to just kind of help promote this race and then make a little extra change for ourselves and be involved as a unit is what we're shooting for here, man. So I can't thank everybody enough for signing up and joining.
Yeah,
been awesome,
it's bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, steadily growing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna see some awesome passes this weekend. Like I said, I know I'm ready. I'm ready to race, man. It's been a while, so anyway.
Well, till next time.
Yeah.
And so we'll holler at y'all. Thank y'all.
See you Saturday, bro. Well, actually, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thursday.
Thursday. Yep. If you need anything, give me a holler.
Yep.
All right.
Good, brother.
Later.